Let's go, baby. Jump again, baby. Welcome back to another video, boys and girls. We've got ourselves a lively one. I swear to you, this is the best trap set for a red fox in the world. I've caught almost all of my red foxes on this, and my gosh, I got a deep pad catch on this sucker. But I'm gonna show you guys what I got here. You're a big guy. You're a big guy. I'm gonna show you what we got. We got ourselves a really pretty red fox. He's a big fella too. Yeah, you are. You're really big. Really big. Yes. Jeez. This right here is a trench set. This is the this is first catch out of this set right here. He come over here and investigated the flat set. This is where we've had all of our activity at this flat set. But had a coyote come by here and check it out. And I also had this guy come check that set out, but he didn't get caught there. But we got him over here at the trench set. To where he had no choice but to step down and get in it. So we're gonna get this guy loaded up. I actually caught a skunk last night as well, but he pulled his foot out. They have really small front feet. And so we caught him, he pulled his foot out, so we're gonna reset that. I didn't come by here last night to drive 30 minutes just to reset a trap. I was like, screw it, I'll just get it in the morning. And now we got something. I mean, I had to come out here anyway, so I'm glad I waited. But I'm gonna get this guy taken care of, get a few pictures, and get the remake done. All right, let's get this old fella put in a box. Hey, bud. All right. Ah, shoot. I had you too. There we go. All right. Calm down. There we go. Good old Duke 550. Hey, yeah, it's a big male. It's always nice starting your day out with a nice catch. Good old Duke 550 with a deep pad catch on that sucker. I'm telling you, these trench sets are amazing on these daggum red foxes. It has been hammering them this year. But as far as for coyotes, the trench set, they keep wanting to just piss on the back end instead of step down and work the set. So probably just gonna try to redo this as a standard dirt hole instead of a trench set, and just so I want to catch the coyotes mainly. Bait hole, hammer out here. Like I said, I'm gonna make this a regular standard dirt hole set instead of a trench set, because the coyotes aren't wanting to step down into the trench. They're wanting to really step around the back of it and urinate on the back part of it. So I want to focus on the coyotes. The farmer here wants the coyotes going more so than foxes. So obviously I can't, control what steps in the trap, but I can control the adjustments made on the traps in order to catch what I want to catch, if that makes sense. So we're gonna put make it just a regular 3-inch dirt hole. That's what we're gonna make it into. It's a big male red fox. Kind of figured it was gonna be a big male, or be a male, because of how big he was or is. So yeah, that's gonna work just dandy. Get her night latched. There we go. Taking some wax dirt, sprinkle it underneath the trap, and that is so that the trap doesn't freeze to the ground. Our sifter, a nice big handful of peat moss. This little dude had this spot stinking. Sifted some peat moss around this pan inside the jaws, just like so. Beautiful. Come back with some more wax dirt. There we go. Pack her in. Gotta make sure this part right here is packed in good, because we did have a trench here, so gotta put backfill with my dirt and make sure it's put in there nice and solid. That way we don't have any critters getting curious and wanting to dig right there. So make sure we don't have any wobble. We're good. Now we're good. All right, there's my sifter again. Don't need any of the dirt clods. I only want about a 1/4 inch of dirt on top of my on top of the pan. You don't want to put a whole awful lot. The more dirt, so if your trap jaws are like 5.5 inches, 5.5, 6 inch spread. Okay, let's just say 6 for easy math. If you have a 6.5 or 6 inch spread on both your jaws, so from jaw to jaw is 6 inches. If you put 1 inch of dirt on top of your pan, then you've reduced your catch size down to 5 inches, because you have 1 inch of dirt on top of this, which makes their foot higher. So you only want about a 1/4 of an inch of dirt on the trap pan itself. So little tip for you guys. I know I've had a few people comment and asking how deep to put my pan, or how deep to set the trap, and how much dirt do I put on top of the pan, and hopefully that answers your questions. I'm about a 1/2 inch below grade for my trap itself, so about a 1/2 inch below that for the set. So one last sift. All right, a little interrupting phone call I had to take. So now this used to be a trench set, right? So we have this is our softest spot right here, and I don't want no coyote stepping right here, so I'm going to put a big dirt clod just like that. But I'm going to do that after I finish cleaning out this dirt hole. All right, we got our dirt hole dug back out the rest of the way now. So I'm going to take our dirt clod. We'll put it right there, that way nothing steps there. Maybe throw another one right here on this side. That way we can focus them in at the point we want to step at right here. And we're gonna get some bait, rebait it up, and that's a remake. So we're gonna bait this sucker up the exact same way we did when we first caught, and what the coyotes were interested in, and hopefully we catch the coyotes now that the fox is caught. and that we've changed it to a regular dirt hole instead of a trench set. Anyway, bait, we're using Hiawatha Valley, and I'm just using a clump about that big just because I gotta go. I can't take too much time. And I've got a bunch of this Hiawatha Valley too. So, Hiawatha Valley, then we're gonna touch it up or combo it with the one and only Gusto lure. It does not take a lot of this stuff. Just a little bit to cover the stick. Toss that down in the hole. And then the icing on the cake is a little ball of sheep's wool. Throw that down in there. Take our stick and push our sheep's wool all the way to the bottom, as far as we can get the darn thing. As far as we can get it. I mean, that hole is that deep. I mean, it's as deep as, I mean, from the tip of my fingers to my elbow. So it's a deep hole, but they'll be able to smell it. And that's the finished remake right there. And now we're going to head off to do this remake where that skunk got caught in us yesterday or last night. I'm not going to video the remake on that. It's just a simple little, it's the same set I caught the buzzard in the other day. So we're going to get that one remade. And then we're going to head to the new farm that we picked up now that it's not deer season. And I'm going to try to throw at least a dozen traps in the ground, hopefully. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned. But to be able to do that, I got to get on the roll and get this crap done and hurry up before the sun goes down. So I'll try to video what I can for you guys, and just know I'm kind of in a rush because I'm not off tomorrow. Took the past 2 days off to get some stuff taken care of for trapping, and I'm not off tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to capitalize on what time I have left today to get traps in the ground. So enough talking. We're gonna get to getting this remake done and then get some new traps put in the ground on a good farm. All right, guys. So we just got 2 sets put on here in the new farm, and I was gonna show you what we got, what the set is, what kind of bait and lure we got inside of them. That way, if we catch anything, you know what I caught it on. So right here we have a 1-inch, no, it's a 2-inch dirt hole with Hiawatha Valley and Gusto down the hole. Who would have figured? Just a little dirt hole. Then we come over here this side. We've got a 1 punch hole set. Obviously my rock's backing. Got the Coyotes cat right here. Traps right there. In this hole we have Time of Death Meat by Dunlap Lures, and then also Hostile Gland Lure by Dunlap Lures. So we got cave-ins in that hole, Dunlap in this one right here on a field side, little road bed intersection right. It's a T intersection right there. There's a little short road right here, and then it also goes back behind the pond dam road bed. Found a bunch of tracks on this road bed right here at the pond dam, so I'll throw a few in here. The right there is where I had that trap at last year that caught, like, I think it was 8 different coyotes in that one set. So we're probably about to throw 2 more traps over there because it was hot last year, so why wouldn't you set it again this year? So we're gonna get the camera thrown up on these 2 sets and then head over there and throw 2 more traps in the ground. So before I go through 2 more traps right there in that spot where we caught a bunch of that last year, I'm actually gonna walk these road beds a little bit just to see if I see any really fresh sign. The sign I found over there on the pond dam, probably several days old, still sign there. I know they run it. I mean, obviously they run it because I caught them there last year. Just gonna walk around and see if I can find any really fresh sign and throw a couple traps on that. I've only got 2 more cameras left to throw on these traps at the time being. What is that? That's dog tracks. So I'm just looking for fresh sign, throw some more traps on the ground. I've got 4 cameras left, but I'm only gonna throw 2 out right now. I ain't got a lot of time left, but whatever time permits, I'm gonna throw on the ground. There's a bunch of dog tracks right through here. All right, we've got 3 more traps thrown to the ground. Come right here. If you remember my video from last year, I contemplated setting this little T intersection, and I didn't put a trap in the ground. Then come around checking traps one day, and I come by and there were 2 fresh coyote scat laying in the middle of the road bed. So this year I was like, I've got to go check this out and see if there's any tracks on this, and whether it is or not, I'm putting a trap there because last year I didn't do it. Well, I come by here and there was sign all over the place. Just freaking coyote tracks all over the place. It's hard to I mean, there's a few dog tracks from the guy's dog that rides around with it or runs around with him while he's on a side-by-side, but for the majority, it's a crap ton of coyote tracks. Coyote scat, right here, some coyote scat. It's coyote scat right there. So, with that being said, we've got 1, 2, 3 sets here, and I got the bait in front of it so I can keep and remember what the heck I put in them. So for this dirt hole, we just got a little regular dirt hole. I'll put some fresh coyote scat right here. It's got Soul Taker and Hostile Gland Lure, both made by Dunlap Lures. Just a regular dirt hole set. Over here at this side, we also have another dirt hole set, and in this one we have Hoosier Trapper Supply Top Dog Predator Bait, and then also the Vixen Elixir, both of them made by Hoosier Trapper Supply. So dirt hole, and then over here we've got our regular flat set punch hole set. 1 punch hole in the back. This set right here has been freaking killing it this year. So we're going to try it this far and see how good it does. But this set, we've got Time of Death bait and Lightning in a Bottle lure, both made by Dunlap Lures, and that's the flat set right there. So now my reasoning while I was trying to decipher what kind of baits I was going to use, because I've got a lot. I mean, I'm not bragging by no means, but I've just accumulated a lot over the several years that I've trapped. And I mean, you don't use all the lures every single year. So while I was contemplating what to use, I was like, okay, so I've got this set right here, which is dead center of the road bed. I've got this one over here to the edge of the road bed, and then this one right here is in the center point kind of the triangle of the 3 roads that go through. So this one right here, they're going to stumble upon it, period, because it's point blank in the middle of the road bed. There's no way they don't stumble across it. So with that being said, I used a softer smelling bait, which is the Soul Taker and the Hostile Gland Lure. Now over here to the side, this trap here is off of the road a little bit. So you got the road bed, and then you got the set right here next to the road bed. So that one I was like, okay, they're not as likely to run right over top of that one. So I'm gonna use a little bit louder scent. So this one I use the Top Dog Predator bait and then the Vixen Elixir. The Top Dog Predator bait is kind of a loud lure, or loud bait. It's not crazy, but it's like Hiawatha Valley kind of strong. It's not a gusto kind of potency at all. And then we've got, last but not least, we've got the flat set that we put in right here. Now, it is in the middle of the intersection, yes. However, if a coyote is running this road and the set's right here, then I want them to be able to smell it. So I also used a loud scent lure in that one as well, which is why I went with the softness of the Time of Death bait, which is a ground up mice. It's not a very stinky bait. It's very subtle, simple mouse meat. I mean, you think 80% of the diet of these animals is mice, moles, stuff like that. So soft, subtle mice-based bait, and then we have the loud Lightning in a Bottle. And I didn't use a whole lot. I just used a little bit, enough to make it pop a little bit, just in case they ran this road bed right here and didn't stumble upon that one. So that's the whole reasoning behind how I baited them, why I baited them the way that I did. And I'm going to show you guys what this thing looks like from the back right here. So bingo, as you can see, there's a road bed goes right there where my truck's at. Got this one on the side, maybe not as likely to run across it because the main trail's right here. That one they're going to run on top of no matter what. And then this one here is a little bit stronger. Basically the two on the edges are stronger than the one in the center. It's pretty much simplicity of what I just got through saying. Make it short, sweet, and simple. The last 3 minutes I've been talking, that's pretty much what I was saying. Loud on the sides, soft in the middle, if that makes sense. Put that on a freaking t-shirt. I know one thing's for certain, and that is that I'm going to sleep like a freaking baby tonight. But I just wanted to say, while I was sitting here walking around, looking for some sign and stuff, that absolutely nothing compares to boots on the ground. Now, yeah, I've rode around on a four-wheeler before and found sign and put traps down and catch coyotes, but how much sign did I miss on that four-wheeler? Ain't really no way of knowing how much. But if you can't find something riding around, maybe get out the truck, hop off your four-wheeler, and put some boots on the ground, put some miles on your feet, walk around, walk all these road beds that I'm walking. I'm walking all the edges of the fields, all the road beds back behind me. Walk all that stuff, see if you see any coyote tracks, coyote scat, and go from there. I mean, I firmly believe that find sign, catch coyotes. I mean, that is the name of the game. If you found it, that means they've been there, and you're not having to pull them however far away. Or getting, I mean, you could probably set a trap right here in the middle of this freaking field that I'm at and catch a coyote, sure. But will you catch numbers? Probably not. Probably not. But the chances are you still could catch one. But put some boots on the ground, walk around on your trails, look for coyote tracks, coyote scat. I'm only walking through this field right now to get to the other side where the other road bed is at. Walk around there and look, see what we can find. Daylight's running out fast, it's 4 o'clock. I got maybe an hour left. And I still got 1 camera left to put up and at least 2 traps put in the ground. I've got that one spot covered at the pond dam, and I'm just walking around right now to make sure that I don't see any other fresh sign anywhere else to put a set in at. If I can't find anything else that looks really promising, then I'm going to put 2 traps back where I had it at last year. But we're going to walk around and see what we find. Finally got on the other edge of this field, walked over here down this road bed. Bingo. Now that's not really fresh sign, but it's sign nonetheless. Back this way, field's in front of me now. The sign is right here. Back this direction on that roadbed, back behind me, is where I put that triple set in at. So with that being said, I'm gonna walk down the roadbed this way and see if I find anything else. There's another roadbed that goes back right along here, and it tees off and intersects with this road right here. So we're gonna walk this direction, see if we find any more sign. And if we do, we're gonna throw the traps in right there. That way we've got pretty much a big triangle on this property for coyotes. And I'll throw some more traps in this weekend when I get some more free time, but just trying to spread them out a little bit right now. I almost drove off without updating you guys on these other 2 sets. So the 2 at the pond dam is way back up in here. The other 3 we set's way back behind these pine trees. And it's on the other side of the field right here, another 3-way intersection. One where my truck's at, one right here, and another roadbed right here. We got 2 sets in the ground right here. 2 dirt holes. Let's see if I can remember what the heck I put in them. Okay, so this set's a 3-inch dirt hole. I've got, here's your Trapper Supply Top Dog Predator bait, and then Yodel Dog by Cavens, and then I put some fresh coyote scat right there and put some urine on the set. Coyote urine on that set, that is. And then here we've got a 1-inch or 2-inch dirt hole set. And it's like 1.5 inches, I think. I can't remember. It's 1.5 inches, something like that. Dirt hole set in this one. And here we have Time of Death Meat by Dunlap Lures, and then some Gusto Caught Lure by Cavens. That's the 2 sets we got right here, spaced out. I mean, there's one and there's the other one right there. So spaced out maybe 9 feet apart. So I'm done for the day. I'm going home. Go take me a shower, give me something to eat, and I got some editing to do so I can have a video for you guys to post tomorrow. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, please drop a comment down below. Smash that like button for me. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. We're about to start pounding these freaking canines like nobody's business. I'm actually going to set a bunch of raccoon traps over here because me and the landowner made a deal on raccoons. He wants me to catch a bunch of them. He's tired of them screwing with his feeders and running his deer off his feeders. So we're gonna do that. But hope you enjoyed today's video. Please, by all means, click that subscribe button. There's a lot of good things to come this year, and I can't wait to bring it to you guys. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.